And as we pointed out earlier to you, this is a mixed bag. There are a few positive surprises, but largely it's looking a little bit muted. This was anticipated, but Puneet joining in to tell you about the key details of what he's picked up. Puneet?
Well, thank you for that. So we saw most of those come in during the day yesterday, and we highlighted that in our closing show. Post-market, Hyundai as well as Maruti came, both showed a 6% decline. What we've actually gone ahead and done is also look at the quarterly performance of these, because we are expecting to see results starting in a couple of weeks. Let's look at the two-wheeler pack first. We maintained that while Hero reported a 10% growth yesterday, for the quarter, it's actually down almost 11%. It's one of the biggest underperformers in the two-wheeler space for Q1, and that's visible in the numbers as well. When you look at the second key aspect is Bajaj Auto, again a very minuscule growth, but the key growth aspects was seen in TVS as well as something like an Eicher. Both for TVS and Eicher, if we can move on, it's a 17% growth. We've seen that performance of the scooter segment doing very well for the company, and it's one of the key beneficiaries of essentially the scooterization of India. In terms of Eicher, we've seen that premium share continue to go up. The company's sales is now comfortably above the 80,000 mark per month. And it's one of the key focus areas a couple of quarters ago that they highlighted to focus on sales rather than margin performance, visible in the strong performance of almost 18%. In the four-wheeler pack though, there's just one key winner, and that is Mahindra & Mahindra. We'll get to that in a bit. Maruti, about 1% growth in this particular quarter again. While other makers have actually degrown in quarter one and lost market share, Maruti has been just able to slightly maintain their market share in this quarter. Tata Motors, a 10% fall in quarter one, while the similar fate is for Hyundai as well. For Mahindra, it's a 22% growth in Q1. Outperforming the industry by a mile, to say the least. It's now the number 2 player in retail market share in the passenger car space, while Hyundai as well shown a degrowth of about 6% for the quarter. Finally, in terms of commercial vehicles and the truck makers as well, we've seen players like Ashok Leyland largely been able to maintain their share. But Tata Motors is the first one I want to highlight, down 6%. The company's lost market share in the small commercial vehicle space, and they've addressed that in quarter 4 earnings, looking to regain that in FY26, while Ashok Leyland has been a beneficiary of the bus segment coming back to growth with Switch Mobility, and hence a key beneficiary. Finally, in terms of VECV, because of lower base, the company has been able to be the fastest growing company in the commercial vehicle space, and that is again a key positive for Eicher Motors. While on the tractors, we've seen that for Mahindra & Mahindra as well, a strong growth number of over 10%, outperforming the industry, and Escorts has been able to maintain shares. So for the quarter and for June, the 3 key winners continue to be TVS, Eicher and Mahindra, while we could see some outperformance in the second half of this year by someone like an Ashok Leyland as well as and mostly Escorts as well.